Thought I'd do a little fun video on my daily carry. What I carry almost every day with me, in my pockets, in my bag. Love this bag. Actually, let's start with what's in my pocket. I always carry a pocket knife. This is a Spyderco, I think paramilitary is what it's called. It's a regular knife. I have some switchblades too, which I love, but this one is more reliable. What I use this most for is opening Amazon boxes. Also, this is my wallet. I switched over this, I don't know, years ago. I love it. It's called an M clip. It's a money clip. Keeps me a minimalist. Holds the things I need. I always carry cash. Car key, gotta have car key. Phone, iPhone 11 Pro. The video on that is unbelievable. AirPod Pro. So when the AirPods first came out, the first generation AirPod came out, I was like, I don't know. And then my Bluetooth, I had a Plantronics Bluetooth, and it was about the same price, like 120, 130 bucks. And it was really the top of the line at the time for the phone. And it came out, you know what, and it broke. And I decided I'm gonna go out and buy the AirPod, the first generation. Got the first generation, loved it. The second generation came out, the biggest difference was you could do, you could say, hey, and then you could say Siri, which if I did that, all my devices would have woken up. But you could say that in the second generation and work with that. I really liked that. These, the Pros, they're noise isolating. On airplanes, on travel, you can also, it works really well, you can listen to your music or anything at a lower volume because it blocks off everything else. I assume that's better for your hearing. I don't know. I'm on the phone constantly, so I do need something Bluetooth. Might as well go Apple since everything else I have is Apple. I love writing. I love paper. I have my paper tablet here. I switched from a book recently, like one of those little Moleskine books, to this recently because I found the Moleskine book, sometimes I close the page or go to the next one. I never go back and look at it or kind of do a summary of all my notes, whether it's a class or whatever it is that I'm learning from. This forces me to take the pages I've written on, tear them out, and retype them or format them in a way that I can put on my Dropbox or on my shared folders, and I can go back to them as a resource later. So I'm glad I upgraded to this. I keep this manila folder. It looks horrible, but what I do is in my laptop bag, I use this to store presentations. I use this to store questionnaires, whatever that I use for my clients. They stay nice and crisp. So when I pull them out, they look really good. But pens, I love pens. This is a Mont Blanc something or other. It is a rollerball or a fine liner. I love these. I love this pen. It's my second one. I lost the first one. There's nothing wrong with it. I lost it. Horrible thing. And I realized I love ink, paper, and it took me forever to make sense of buying one of these because they're not cheap, but they'll last you your whole life if you don't lose them. But I love this pen. Also, I have a backup pen. I was given this. It's got Coldwell Banker Global Luxury on it. Got it some thing that I did, and they gave me that, so I've got to have a backup pen. Got my laptop. I have a Macbook Pro, at video, at photo, all that stuff, and this is kind of funny. But the way I got this set up is, I cheaped out and I got the nice laptop, but I got a little big hard drive. My hard drive is 256 gigabytes. Because when you upgraded the hard drive, it became crazy expensive, like stupid expensive. Like that doesn't make sense because this, anyways. So I bought these little guys. These are solid state hard drive. They're SSD is what they're called. This is a Samsung T5. This one's 500 gigabytes. And this one's 500 gigabytes. So I have 1.2 terabytes of data really in this portable thing. And these are like $100. An upgrade to a terabyte of hard drive in the MacBook was like stupid expensive. And the cool thing is, if I ever need to redo my laptop, which I actually did the other day because it was running slow and I was like, I'm just gonna reinstall everything. I'm gonna wipe it, reinstall it. I have nothing important saved to the laptop. I have it all on here, or I have it in the cloud, or I have it on my NAS, which is network attached storage at home, which has like 8 terabytes of data. Anyways, but these are portable. They're really fast. So it's almost like the data is on your hard drive nearly as fast as that. These little cables right here are hooked directly up to that. I got tired of setting them down when I go places and hooking up, so I just keep them here, hook them up, ready to go. This thing, if you have a MacBook that you bought over the past couple of years, you have to have this thing. MacBook only has one, maybe 2 connections now, a headphone jack, or at least mine does, and 4 of these USB-C. Now I get it, Apple. USB-C is the future. It's faster, it's better, it's just awesome. And my charger goes in these too. So it's just great. But in order to hook up anything else to the laptop, you have to have an adapter. So I bought this. It has a USB, I think A is what it's called. It has an SD card reader, which I really miss from the original MacBook. Apple, if you're listening, put the SD card reader back into the MacBook. I use that all the time. But anyways, SD card reader, tiny SD card reader. I think it's called a micro. 2 more USB to replace those, USB-C, and an HDMI for my monitor or projector, whatever I do. Gotta have that with you. I have 2 of these. I have 1 at home at my office, and then I have 1 on the go, always with me, so I can always hook up whatever I need to hook up. Always carry business cards with you at all times. I have more than 1, obviously. What else do I have in here? Got my keys, my home, and my office. Actually, my office has to use my business office has to use a key, so I have these to carry them with me all the time. I also have backup keys in my house just in case my electronic fanciness doesn't work. I like flashlights like I like knives. Flashlight's a good idea to have if you go into a house as a real estate agent and there's no power. It's good to have a flashlight. This is my tiny one that stays in my bag. I have a much larger one that I call the mini sun. It's not a mini sun, but it puts out a lot of light. And it can light up an entire backyard if you need it to, if you're going into houses that the power's off and you know you're going into a house with power off, for investors or whatever. I like having a flashlight. I'm sure you can, I know you can use this for photography stuff too. I've never used it for that. Backup battery for that. Oh, speaking of batteries, this is a backup battery, or it's just a general battery. It has a USB-A and a USB-C plug on it. This is called, I don't know what PD stands for, but it's a PD charger. A PD charger means that it can fast charge. So if you're buying one of these, they're a little bit more expensive, but if you're buying one of these, buy the one that has PD, because the new iPhones come with a USB, I think all the way, I'm definitely starting an iPhone at 10, you can fast charge with a Lightning to USB-C charger into one of these. It's crazy how fast it is. The new iPhones 11 and 11 Pro and the newer ones, they come with the iPhone Lightning to USB-C, and it comes with a different dongle. Me and my wife have iPhone 11 Pro Maxes. We can charge both of the phones from nearly zero on one of these charges. Secondly, this is my laptop charger. It's also USB-C. I can plug my phone up to this and charge it. I can plug my laptop up to this and charge it, or I can charge this with just one power dongle. Apple, thank you. It made it simpler. Lip balm, always need lip balm, because when you need lip balm, you don't have it. Let's get into camera stuff. So this is just my portable camera stuff that I try to carry with me all the time. It's great for selfie videos. It's great because it has a screen built into it. And I like this little tripod. This is a Manfrotto something or other. Oh, this is a Sony RX 100 Mark 7. The reason this is really special, it's a really good camera. I have pro level stuff. I have a big Sony. It's actually what you're watching me on now. It's an A7 III, and that's got a 35 Sigma on it. But this does more, but it doesn't do it as good, but it's super portable. Look how tiny that is. Look at that. Tiny. So, a couple of things with this. It has a flip-up screen, so if you're doing it, like right now, I have you there, I have my camera there on a tripod, and it's running to an HDMI into a monitor right there. So if you ever see me look over here, sometimes it's in different places, but it's right here right now. If you ever see me look over there, I'm looking at the monitor because it shows what this image looks like. That's 2 pieces of hardware, but this, it's all in one and it's tiny. Second thing it has is a headphone, or not a headphone, but a microphone in. The reason that's important is because you get the best audio from a external microphone. Like right now, I would pull it down, but I don't think I can. I have a boom mic above me that's running to a digital recorder and all of that. But this thing right here, you really want to have a separate microphone. And then you plug this guy in, and this is the first one. So the Mark 7 of this one is the first one that has the microphone in. This is probably, if you're getting into video, real estate agent, vlogger, blogger, any of that, this camera is phenomenal. It's expensive, but it's phenomenal. Honestly, use your iPhone for a while. Once you outgrow your iPhone, this is the camera to buy. And by the time you outgrow your iPhone, there might be more out there. There might be a Mark 8, there might be a Mark 10, I don't know. This is really, really good. Got your microphone, got there. I got a little little tripod in here. This is a Manfrotto something or other. Super simple. You sit it there. You can move it around wherever you want. You can sit out here and do selfie mode. You can talk to the camera. You can set it out. I can put it on a big tripod, whatever I want to do. This camera is just excellent. I carry that with me. I try to carry that with me all the time. I kind of use the Casey Neistat way of doing video. Use the best equipment you have access to at the time. And so if my phone is the best equipment if this is the best equipment that I have access to at the time, I'm going to use my iPhone. It does great video. If this is the best equipment I have access to at the time, I'm going to use this. That one right there is the best I have access to right now, so I'm using that. So that's kind of what I do. It does record audio okay without this. I prefer with this, but again, use the best you have. Put that back down. This guy right here, it's a Peak Design wristlet thing. This is cool because you don't have to have it hooked to the camera all the time, but you can hook it up. Like if you're out and about and you're concerned about dropping your camera, or maybe you're reaching over a bridge or something, then you can hook it here. If it falls, it's still hooked up. And it's quick detach. I have these on all my cameras, including that one. This one, you just push that guy in and you're done. Love this guy. And it has it doesn't work great, but it has like, you can flip it right here, I think. I'll get it in a second, I promise. You can flip it right here and it magnets to your wrist. So it's kind of a cool deal. My strap is, which I rarely use, my strap for my cameras are Peak Design too. They're really nice. Lens wipes, I like the disposable ones. These are Zeiss, these work the best. They have no lint. You can get them at Walmart, Sam's, Amazon. These are just great for cleaning lenses, cleaning the top of your phone, cleaning the screen on your laptop, your car screen or whatever. Love these, have these everywhere. I also carry tons of batteries. For this thing, I have 4 batteries. I have 1 in it and I have 3 more. I always want more batteries than I need. The Sony cameras, both these cameras are Sony. I really like it because if you're in a pinch, you can plug in a micro. Like I can plug in a USB from this to my camera and run my camera from this. I can do this for that camera too. I have a big one of these that's like this big that'll actually charge my laptop. So cool. And I couldn't do that if Apple didn't switch to USB-C, so I get it, Apple. So this is, I can run it. I actually have a mount that allows me to hook this to this. If I'm running a long video and I think that battery's gonna die because you're tiny. The other thing, here's a little hack for you. This battery has a green arrow on it. I think that's to show you what direction to put it in. So what I did on this case, see if you can see this. Yeah, you can see that. I have a green arrow and I have a brown arrow. So when I put these in there and they're charged, it looks like that. When they're uncharged, I put them like that. And so when I come back or I'm grabbing another battery, I know, I'm like, oh, that's a dead battery, that's a good battery, that's a good battery. And I know that we're good to go. Saves time. What else? Card, got that. Ooh, this. I rarely use this, but it's awesome. This is an Apple Lightning to SD card. So this allows me to use the SD card. Both of these Sonys use the same card. It uses it's just an SD card. And so what I can do is I can hook this thing up to my phone, like so, and I can download the images directly to my phone, which is really cool. I rarely use it or a photo or whatever, and allows me to edit it, send it, whatever I want to do very quickly if I don't want to pull it up on the laptop and really run with it. This also fits in my pocket. And so if I throw this in my pocket, or sometimes I cheat and I put things in my wife's purse because she's with me and her purse is bigger than my pockets. I can have this and this and I'm ready to go. Unless if I need to pull something off real quick and send it out or send it to somebody or upload it, I can do that. Love it. So that is what my daily carry is. That's what I have with me. That is what allows me to do business and always be ready for everything. I don't know what use this video was. I saw it on Peter McKinnon's page. He's a video guy, a video photo guy. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I said, I can do that. And so here we are doing what I carry on a daily basis. He did what's in his camera bag. I did what's in my Realtor laptop bag. And I suppose that's it. Probably a little more than I need. maybe it's not. I don't know. This is pretty light. But yeah, it allows me to do what I need to do at a high level and not run out of charge, not run into issues, pull up presentations on my laptop. I always have my laptop with me because it's just sometimes you need a laptop to do it right. I suppose that's it. So if you have questions on what's on here, or you have some hacks or good advice or things that you carry that you think I should carry as well, let me know. But at this moment, beginning of 2020, this is what I carry on a regular basis. But that might not work. That's a habit that I have, but I've never done that in front of a camera before, where I flip it out. So this is a thumb hole right here, and it's an extra big thumb hole. Spyderco is known for the hole. Some of these holes are smaller. This one I think is a tactical knife, so it's made to open with like gloves and stuff like that. Again, I use it to open Amazon boxes. I think you're supposed to use your thumb in general, but I found that if you put your finger here and you flick it, that's my middle finger, so my apologies. But if you put your finger here and you flick it, it kind of comes out faster. It works better if you're like, if it's down, there we go. Like you have it down, and that kind of makes it difficult because you're at a table. But if you're down, and you go like that, it comes right out. And this lock right here is kind of cool too. It's called a compression lock. And so when you unlock this, a lot of times the lock is on the inside right here. And the problem with being on the inside, which I've never cut myself this way, but the problem with being on the inside, when your thumb is here while you're closing the blade. So I can see that as an issue. But this compression lock allows you to close it without having your fingers in the blade, which I like. So open, and if you get really good at it, I think you can swing it out, which I don't really do it that way, but it works like that too. Yeah. Oh, and then I think that's how I normally close it. I don't think about it much, but if you pop it, you go, it closes. Anyways, love pocket knives. I love my automatic knives, but both of them are kind of out of service because as they get dirty, they don't operate as well. And I need to send those off for service. And so I just grabbed this one, which is also solid. It's just not as fun as an automatic. And yes, automatic knives are legal in the state of Texas as of 2013, September 2013, because one of my knives was made September 2013. I thought that was pretty cool. One of my automatics. The other thing about this knife is it allows you to carry it any which way. So some people like carrying it, like I carry right side this way, so it's tip up, right side tip up, because I like being able to take it out and it's ready to go. Some people like carrying it tip down, so then you pull it out like that, then it's ready to go. Some people like carrying in the left side, tip down or tip up. But the cool thing is this knife, you can move this clip right here to any spot. So you can move this clip to right side, left side, tip up, tip down, doesn't matter. I think that's awesome. So most knives don't have that. You gotta buy them for right or left side. Cool knife, Spyderco, highly recommend them. There's a big difference between their Japanese stuff and their American made stuff. They're both good, but their American made stuff is sweet. This is cool. Let's see if you can see this. This knife has where it was manufactured on it. It was manufactured in Golden, Colorado, in the USA on Earth. I kid you not. Look at this. See if you can see that. I wonder if you can see that. Anyways, right there, it literally says Golden, Colorado, USA, Earth. Crazy. Anyways, that's what I carry. So I'll see you on the next video, and I'll talk to you then. Bye.